Somewhere along the way, life got loud, not just noise, but pressure, expectations, notifications that never stop. You wake up already behind. You scroll through other people's lives before even starting your own. And somehow, even when things go right, it still feels off, empty even. What if the problem isn't you? What if the problem is how you're living? In Japan, there's a quiet way of living that doesn't demand more from you. It asks you how to let go, not to escape life, but to finally experience it. Let's start with something simple. Danshari. It means refuse what you don't need, discard what you don't use, and detach from what no longer serves you. Sounds like decluttering, right? But it goes deeper than your room. Think about your life for a second. How many things do you own that you barely touch? How many commitments drain your energy? How many thoughts repeat in your head, long after they've stopped helping you? Danshari is about creating space, not because empty is better, but because clarity lives there. Now imagine your life like a room. Right now, it's crowded. Furniture everywhere, things stacked on top of each other. No space to breathe. Now imagine removing half of it. Suddenly, everything feels lighter. You notice things again. You can move, think, rest. That's not just a cleaner room. That's a different life. There's another Japanese idea called ma. Ma is the space between things, the silence between notes that makes music beautiful. The pause in a conversation that makes words meaningful, but in modern life, we fear space. We fill every second, every gap, every moment of stillness. Scrolling, watching, consuming. Because silence feels uncomfortable. But here's the truth. Your life doesn't need more noise. It needs more space. Because in that space, you can finally hear yourself and what you actually want, what actually matters. Then there's wabi-sabi, the acceptance of imperfection. In a world obsessed with perfect bodies, perfect careers, perfect lives, this idea feels almost rebellious. Wabi-sabi says, nothing is perfect. Nothing is permanent. Nothing is complete. And that's not a flaw. That's the beauty of being alive. The chipped cup you still use every morning. The quiet wrinkles forming around your eyes. The unfinished version of your life right now. None of it needs fixing. It needs appreciating. Because perfection is exhausting. But acceptance, that's peaceful. And then there's Ikigai. Your reason to wake up in the morning, but not in the way you've been told. It doesn't have to be something massive. It doesn't have to change the world. In Japan, Ikigai is often small. Making a good cup of tea. Doing your work with care. Sharing a moment with someone you love. It's quiet, personal, consistent, and maybe that's where we've gone wrong. We've been chasing purpose like it's something far away, when it's been hiding in small, ordinary moments all along. And finally, Kaizen, The idea of continuous small improvement, not overnight transformation, not becoming a completely new person by next week, just one small step every day, because real change doesn't happen in bursts of motivation. It happens in tiny actions, repeated consistently. Instead of asking, "How do I fix my whole life?" ask, "What's one small thing I can do today?" Maybe you wake up 10 minutes earlier. Maybe you take a walk without your phone. Maybe you sit in silence, just for a moment. It sounds small, but that's the point. Small is sustainable. Small is real. Here's something most people won't tell you. Your life feels overwhelming because you keep saying yes. Yes to things you don't care about. Yes to people who drain you. Yes to habits that don't move you forward. And every yes adds more weight, more noise, more clutter. Simplicity requires something difficult. Saying no, not harshly, not selfishly, but intentionally. Because every no creates space. And that space, and that's where your life begins. Imagine this. You wake up without rushing. You move through your day without constantly checking your phone. You do fewer things, but you actually enjoy them. You don't feel the need to prove anything. You don't feel behind. You just exist. And for the first time in a long time, it feels enough. Soft music peaks gently. That's what a simple life offers. Not boredom, not emptiness. Freedom. Freedom from noise. Freedom from pressure. Freedom from the constant feeling that you should be somewhere else, someone else. But it comes with a trade. You have to let go, not of everything, just of what doesn't matter, and that's the hardest part, because we hold on to habits, to expectations, to versions of ourselves we've outgrown, even when they make us unhappy. So start small. Look at your life. What feels heavy? What feels unnecessary? Remove one thing, just one. Then tomorrow, remove another. Not aggressively, not perfectly, gently. Because this isn't about building a perfect life. It's about uncovering the one that was already there, beneath the noise, and maybe, just maybe, the life you've been chasing isn't something you need to find. It's something that appears when you finally stop chasing and give yourself space to live.